Hello everyone, it's Marcy again with Then and There. I have a new journal I wanted to share with you guys. This one is sort of a concept journal. It's a nature journal with a specific theme of winter. And sorry, before I get started with that, I have a cough drop in my mouth. I'm dealing with a cold and I will probably cough throughout this video, and I am sorry, but this is my life right now. So, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. So, this is winter. This is winter to me. In Kansas, we don't get a lot of snow. We do occasionally, and I love it. I love the snow. But a lot of times, winter is just dead, barren, empty fields, naked trees, and a lot of just emptiness. But I like it, and I see beauty in it. And I think anybody can see beauty in it if they take the time, to stop and look at it. There are lots of different colors. You could just look out and say, oh, it's all brown and dead, but there's so many different colors of brown and tans and even greens and things like that, and textures and details, things like that. That's what this book is going to be about. So, it is a soft cover journal. It has this tie around this closure, tying it closed. I don't know what I'm saying. And it is just different yarns and twines and beads all tied together, and it's attached to the back here. It's sewn on. The cover is, like I said, a soft cover, so it is flexible. The only difference is that this one has a structured spine. So, as you can see, it has, it's about, let's say about an inch and a half. Yeah. Inch and a half spine there, and it has two signatures. There's lots of stitching, lots of layering, like I was saying, like in the fields and the pastures and things like that. There's lots of layering of colors, and I just wanted to show that in the colors of this fabric here, which is all layered up in different textures, layered together. Lots of stitching. I put these leather, this is real leather, and it is just kind of attached there and stitched to kind of add to that look of that old rustic spine type thing. And there's more layering on the back. Whoops. There's a painting. It's kind of a quick little painting here of a tree with fog or mist in front of it. Very barren, all by itself. Kind of the look of winter, and it is on wood. It's canvas on wood, and that's tied onto the cover. Pinned onto the spine here is a a dangle, charm, something, with wooden beads, a wooden tile here that has a feather encased in it. This is like glossy accents, and there's gesso and book page behind that. It's a seed pod, which I took some beads and strung them on there to look like the seeds in the seed pod, and it's strung on the string as well. And we can go inside the book. The inside cover is just this this fabric here, and I did not trim off the edges. I just left it very rustic. I left the strings hanging, and I just wanted to really capture kind of the nitty-gritty essence of winter to me. So as we go into the book, all of the pages are coffee dyed, and there's lots of stitching and strings and things like that. Throughout the book are some of my photographs that I have printed onto cardstock and put into the book, pockets and tuck spots and things like that. This here says, "The hush of winter quiets my soul," and behind here is a index card, and it says, "Calm." This here, "Overcast skies seen through naked trees," and this is this was ink that I painted on and just kind of grunged up. "Winter woods," a title page from a book, some writing paper, some fabric and cheesecloth here. Pinned on here is a little bead, some eco printed papers here with leaves, and this one you can kind of tell there's like some cedar or juniper type tree limbs in the background as well. This here says Harsh Beauty, Sparse. Excuse me. Another piece of eco-dyed paper here. This is an excerpt from a book page, or from a book. It says, they were about to have the most wonderful adventure of their lives. Although they did not realize what it was going to be, they were all excited. Little tuck spot there. An envelope with some just alcohol inked tape and some masking tape. Another one of my photographs. It says Desolate Beauty, layered up with some paper. This is just some coffee dyed paper for some extra journaling for the recipient. A journaling tag here with a crow stamped on it and some different textured elements there. And that's on the another eco-dyed page there. And they were attached with fabric to make the page. So I hope that makes sense. It's two separate pieces of cardstock that are attached by fabric. Book page here with some collage and layering. Some more with some paint or ink. Yeah. Adopt the pace of winter. Her secret is patience. A Ralph Waldo Emerson quote. This is a large tag that I made. This has a skeleton leaf in the middle there in some transfer paper. And it says Delicate Beauty. And it's stitched around this place to journal on the back. Excuse the sniffles. Here's another stamp with the crow, and it says empty here with some layering and lots of stitching. A little book page here about a weasel. Another quote. This one says, the ignorant man marvels at the exceptional, the wise man marvels at the common. The greatest wonder of all is the regularity of nature. G.D. Boardman said that. Excuse me. We have some leather and fabric layered up here, and I stitched on this twig and then pinned on a little charm there. Some stitching there. More of that ink. Starvation Time. The book about, it was winter. Woods, you know, animals in the winter struggling for food. Another one of my photographs, and this says, nature is commanded by obeying her. Excuse me. A little journaling card here says, there is pleasure in the pathless woods. Lord Byron quote. This is a tea tag from a tea bag. And layered up with some different textures there. Some brown paper with some paint on it. Torn edge here of this cardstock. A tuck spot here made with the word barren and a eco-printed piece of fabric stitched on some paper. That's upside down. A book page of hawks, because they are the most prevalent creatures seen, at least in my travel countryside. They're very common to be seen out in the wintertime. Some ink ink and dye splatters, paint, book pages, some layers here with some fabric, tea bag, and some paper. Lots of layers going on with this one. A glassine bag with another one of my photographs stitched on there with some fabric. Inside is a tag with some more lovely layers. Another one of these tea bag tags that says, the difference between a flower and a weed is a judgment. The author is unknown. And this is a book page that says tree seeds, and did some paper layering there and a place for you to journal. And the back is another one of my photographs. At the look deeper, the beauty is in the details. I really love this photograph. It shows the details of these seed pods there. And tucked behind there is a book page about trees. And there is I had a name for this. I said it earlier at the beginning of the beginning of the video, and I've forgotten what I'm going to call it now, so it'll be in the title. But yeah, this is the journal, and all the details will be on my Etsy, of course, and the link will be in the description. I do hope you enjoyed that, and do leave a thumbs up if you did, or comment. Thanks, guys. Bye.